Okay, so now let's see the third example. As it says, that's the regression equation of two series are 2x minus y minus 15 equals to 0 and 3x minus 4y plus 25 equals to 0. Again same, you have to find the value of r, x mean, y mean, and in this question here we have the value. It is given that square root of 0.375 is equal to 0.61. I hope somewhere you will get this answer, square root of 0.375, where you have to replace square root of 0.375 by 0.61. So let's start with the solution. Okay, again same, as I told, in each and every sum you will consider the first equation as y on x and second equation as x on y. So we'll start writing here, let 2x minus y minus 15 equal to 0 be the regression equation y on x. So it means what? We'll keep this y on the left hand side and this x and this number on the right hand side. As here clearly we can see that the coefficient of y is what? Minus 1. Yes or no? It is not 1, minus 1. So, or else you can do like this also. Multiply throughout by a minus. So here you will get what? Minus y. This will be what? Y. This minus 2x will be 2x. And this will be what? Minus 15. Or else dividing throughout by minus 1. Dividing throughout by minus 1. Still you will get the same answer. As here clearly we can see that the coefficient of y is not 1, it is minus 1. So you will get y, minus minus will be what? Plus. You will get 2x and this plus minus will be what? Minus. After that, as we know, we'll compare this, comparing it with y on x. So what is y on x? Y on x is what? It is y equals to byx plus a. So therefore clearly we can see that the coefficient of x is here is known as what? Byx. So here it is what? 2. So byx, the value of byx is what? 2. Okay, so now we'll consider the second equation. Now we'll consider the second equation, that is 3x minus 4y plus 25 equals to 0 be the regression equation x on y. Yes or no? So x on y means we'll keep x on the left hand side and y and number on the right hand side. Yes or no? So we'll divide this throughout by 3, as when you will divide this by 3, so the coefficient of x will be what? 1. So 3x upon 3 equals to 4y upon 3 minus 25 upon 3. 3 get cancelled, so you're left with x, 4 upon 3y minus 25 upon 3. So here we'll write comparing it with what? X on y. So what is x on y? X equals to bxy y plus a dash. So comparing this you will get bxy as 4 upon 3. Yes or no? Now we'll move on to the next part. We'll see now the product, what you are getting, byx into bxy, as byx is what? 2 and this is what? 4 upon 3. So therefore byx into bxy is 8 upon 3. So here clearly we can see that here the numerator is greater than the denominator, so answer will be what? 3 2 point something you will get. Okay, no need of showing this step. Okay, so directly here we can see that byx and bxy is what? Greater than 1. Greater than 1 means what? Here you can write what? Our assumption. Okay, our assumption of regression equation is wrong. That means false. If it is false, we'll move on to the case 2, as we'll consider this part as case 1. So we'll now move on to the case 2. We'll see in the case 2, we'll interchange the condition. Okay, now we'll consider the first equation be the regression equation x on y. So x on y means what? We'll keep this x on the left hand side and y a number on the right hand side. So dividing throughout by what? 2 to make the coefficient of x as 1. So 2x upon 2 equals to y upon 2 plus 15. So therefore 2 get cancelled. So we left with x equals to 1 upon 2y plus 15. A 2 will come. Okay, dividing throughout by 2. So 15 upon 2. Okay, so now we'll write comparing it with what? X on y. So we know that what is x on y? X equals to b xy, yes or no? bxy y plus a dash. So clearly we can see that the value of bxy is what? 1 by 2. Okay, so now we'll see the second one. Second one is what? 3x minus 4y plus 25 equals to 0 be the regression equation on y on x. As I told, now we'll consider the first as x on y and second as y on x. So for y on x, we'll keep y on the left hand side and x and number on the right hand side. So now here we'll divide throughout by minus 4 to make the coefficient of y as 1. Okay, so this minus minus get cancelled, 4 also, and we left with y. So 3 upon 4x minus minus plus 25 upon 4. So here we'll write comparing, okay, it with y on x. So here y on x is what? Y equal to b yx capital X plus a. So therefore clearly we can see that the value of byx is what? 3 upon 4. Yes or no? So after this we'll check the product of these two is what? The product of these two is what? bxy is what? 1 upon 2. byx is 3 upon 4 and this is 3 upon 8. So when you will divide this two number, okay, so clearly we can see that the answer will be what? Answer is what? 0 0.3 24. So this will be what? 60 7s are 56 4 8 5s, so answer will be 0 0.375. Yes, here we can write what? bxy, the product is what? Less than 1. as here numerator is what, less than the denominator. So here we can write our assumption, okay, our assumption of regression equation is true. If it is true, then only we can find the value of r. Yes or no? What is r? R equals to plus minus square root byx into bxy equal to plus minus byx is what? 3 by 4. Bxy is what? 1 upon 2. So therefore plus minus 3 upon 8. As here we got the answer 3 by 8 is what? Square root of 0.375. As in the question only it is given that the square root of 0.375 is what? Here we have the ready-made value 0.375 is 0. Okay, is 0.61, but we know that either the answer will be plus or it will be minus. Here clearly we can see that byx bxy both are positive. If both are positive, so answer will be what? Positive only. And in the reason you will write, since byx and bxy are positive, so r is positive. Understood? Okay, so here we got the answer r equals to 0.61, as both the values are positive, so that's why r is positive. Now suppose in case if the value is not given, that square root of 0.375 is 0.61, so that time what you will do? So if the value it is not given and you have to find the value of r, that is 0.375, as we know that this is imperfect square root. So there is only one way to find the answer, that is by using square root division method. I hope you all might be knowing the square root division method. Okay, as it was there in your lower standard, whenever you have to find the square root of any imperfect square, you have to apply this method. If in case if the value it is not given, so there is only one way in which you can find your answer, as we know that using this concept, you will write 0, will make the pair 6 6 are 36, 37 minus 36 is 1, we'll add this number 12, so this 50 will come down. We'll take here one number in such a way that the answer should be 150 or less than 150, so we'll take 1 here, ones are 121, as we required only 2 digit after the decimal point. So for the value of r, whenever you see the backside answer, you'll see that the value of r is 0 point in 2 digit only. Okay, so here we can stop your answer. After this, no need of solving the sum. As per the rule, the value of r, it should contain only two number after decimal. Okay, so in this way you will find your answer in case if the value it is not given. So by using the square root division method, you will find your answer. Remember this. If they provide the value, ready-made value, so directly you can use. So we'll see the next part. So here the next part is what? X mean and Y mean. I hope you all might be knowing how to find the X mean and Y mean. Simply what you will do, you will solve these two equations simultaneously to get the answer. And I hope you all might be knowing how to solve the sum simultaneously. So please try the second part by yourself. Okay, I guess I hope you all understood the type number 3, where we took 3 example. Yes or no? In the first example we saw, directly we got the answer of y on x and x on y. And in the second example and third example, where we saw the two case, in the first case where we saw the assumption was wrong, Then after that, we did the second case in which where we interchange the condition. So we considered the first as x on y and the second as y on x. As I told that for each and every sum you will consider the first equation as y on x only, okay? Because we don't know the first equation it is given whether it is what x on y or y on x. Directly we cannot write that the first equation is x on y, or directly we cannot write that the first equation is y on x. So we have to check first the product. If it is less than 1, so our assumption is right. In case suppose the case 1 fails, then you have to move on to the case 2 where you will check again that the product it should be less than 1. So there what you will do, you will interchange the condition. You will consider the first equation as x on y and the second as y and x, okay? And we know that whenever we have to find the value of r, either the answer will be positive or it will be negative. It's all depend on this two value. If both are positive, then r is positive. If both are negative, then r is negative, okay? So I hope you all understood all the three types, yes or no? Type number 1, type number 2, type number 3. Okay, as your type number 1, it was based on what, how to find the regression equation. Second exercise, that means type number 2, it was based on the ready-made value. So simply you have to guess the formula and substitute the value to get the answer. And the third exercise, it was very interesting. As we saw, the third exercise, it was based on to guess the particular equation whether it is y on x or x on y. So you have to follow this step, case 1 and case 2. And as I told, in each and every sum you will consider the first equation as y on x only, second x on y. Then you will see the product, it should be less than 1. If it is less than 1, then our assumption is perfect, then we can find the value of r. If in case if it is greater than 1, then we'll move on to the case 2. We'll interchange the condition. We'll consider the first equation as x on y and second equation as y on x. Again we'll check whether it is less than 1, and here in the second case you will get the answer less than 1. After that you will find the value of r as we saw in the sum. I hope you all understood all the types, all the methods and all the concept of this chapter. And the third exercise was the end of the chapter, that was the last exercise. And each and every sum of this third exercise, it is of proper 4-mark sum. As this chapter, it is very important as board point of view. And when you will see the first, second, third exercise, all the sums are big, and each and every sum, most of the sums I will say, it is a proper 4-mark sum. And this is one of the important chapter from max 2, okay? And I will say that the third exercise of this chapter, it is very important. When you will see the board exam previous year paper, you will see this third exercise sum in most of the board papers. So I will suggest that don't skip the third exercise, as the third exercise, 3.3 exercise of the linear equation, is very important exercise. And that's the end of the chapter, I will say. And in the next lecture we'll gonna see the next new chapter. So till then, goodbye, see you in next lecture. And if you like the video, please do like, share, comment, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Till then, goodbye.